Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the north shore of the Allegheny and Ohio rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Matt Prater ready to get this one going. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. He picks up 15 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Kind of seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for prime time. Brought his best out with the very first carry and got us off and running.
258. Go to 50. You can't 300. Can't 300.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's got a gain of 6 there. Jordan Poyer up from the secondary to make that stop.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
18, 26.
Warren once more. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Christian Benford up to make that stop.
Sometimes I just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
It's Warren on 3rd down. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. So I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
319. 319.
They'll go again with Warren. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
319.
Trying an inside give to Warren. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Inside.
Rodgers going to throw here. 3rd down. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
319.
So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Warren running between the tackles. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They'll hand it off to Warren. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Making the tackle there, Joey Bosa.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
26, 158.
They'll run with Warren. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive.
Hey, take 26.
Fourth down now, Rogers. Throw is caught by the back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Steelers first down. 1st and 10.
Now, Brock, still awaiting our first points of this game, and we've arrived at our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Johnson up the middle. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Firing quickly as Rogers complete. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
A gain of 9
Buffalo
yards.
calls it 2nd time out of the half.
Steelers
And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
The 6-yard line.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Johnson. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
158.
He's keeping it, gonna get it forward. Only need 1 more yard on this opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal.
319.
And he sneak it with Rogers. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Steelers get some late points and the lead. Aaron Rodgers with the touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
The Steelers will line up for the two-point conversion.
50. 630.
Rodgers trying to throw for it. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
Well, maybe some second guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and right on the spot.
Could have been 7 if they'd tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Allen comes out throwing. Pass into the hands of Dalton Kincaid. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 32-yard line.
Alert!
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Close carried by Brandon Cooks. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Bills have a first down. Bills moving quickly now. They're in the hurry up. First down throw for Allen. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's another Bills first down. First and 10.
And they're going to get up to it and spike it. That's going to stop the clock. Second and 10. Need something positive here.
Alert! 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 319!
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Buys time, rolling right. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. So the offense was right to be walking backwards. The flag does go against them. So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. A great effort not rewarded. That punches the crossbar and bounces backward. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Return starts at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, Bills to the line now. First and 10. Man in motion here. First tone of the game for James Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 26-yard line.
Another one for Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Middle.
Running back sent in motion. Allen on 3rd down. Completed over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he is able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Blitz coming here. Allen headed out right. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And the Bills have a 1st down.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, with some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
We've set it downs from the 37. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills get this time before the end of the 3rd. It's a James Cook touchdown. Prater adds the PAT. And the Bills take the lead on that successful kick.
Steelers 6. Prater is set to kick off.
Now Prater on to send it away. Return coming from the 6. Making some progress here. And he's out of bounds at the 45-yard line. They'll take that every time. Great field position to begin this drive.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Five still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Blue 58. Easy.
Staying between the tackles with Gainwell. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number one is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
158. Hey, 626. Yeah, this. Hey, 88.
Looking to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Right now, you got it. Get 300. 630. Inside. Jump out. 150. Screen exit.
Desperation time here. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
A gain of 6.
So they come through with 6, and they're rewarded for going for it on 4th down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
18.
A give left side to Warren. He's out of bounds after a gain of about 8, so nice pick up there, 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
318. 150.
They go with Warren on the run. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd
Offense
and
headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. He has it on the QB sneak. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now, Mike Tomlin has done this quite a few times in his career, partner. He's making the call to go for it. He'll go quickly to the right. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them the possession.
Middle.
They'll motion a tight end left. They're going to pass it here. That's brought in downfield by Kincaid. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal. The Steelers calling their first time out. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with first and goal.
What's that?
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Cook. And they're turned away again. Two great defensive stands. We've arrived at third and goal. The Steelers use their third and final timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Davis off the pistol handoff. Maybe should have been thinking past their partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be fourth and goal.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, two sides charging each other, and they meet right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Matt Prater on now as we see how he handles this moment. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Now Prater on to send it away. On the return, here comes Austin. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. So Buffalo's going to call it second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
319, 50. Hey, 88. Yeah, Liz. Here, Mike. 319.
Back to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line.
24 yards.
50.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here he is to throw. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They strike for 23 yards. And the Steelers have a first down.
10 at the 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Jump out! We need back north. Coco, over here. Screen idea.
Setting up to pass. Taking a chance to the end zone. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won this game.
Touchdown.
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
Extra point upcoming. This to put it to a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game.
13. Bills 10. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Brings in the kick at the 9. This makes it up to the 25.
Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Lean back motions right. He'll look to throw it. On the move, headed right. He finds his running back on a deep shot. Nicely done. The timeout's called just inside the final 10 seconds of our game. What a big play that was. Really changes how they're going to view this next snap.
First down, Bills.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. On first down, Allen. This is for the ball game. And the hit separates the football, and that is what ends this game. What a play! Well, Brock, the fans, all right. Here we go, Steelers, as they take the win on the North Shore. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. That's the kicker. Tyler Luke set to get this started. Off we go from the Steel City. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hey, Mike. Set it up. Blue 58. Blue 58.
On the ground is Jalen Warren. And a big run right out of the blocks. He gets forward for 9 on the first play of the game.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
Get 300. Get 300.
They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Right.
Once again, it's Warren. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On play action, Rodgers. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. We'll go again here with Henry. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
32-yard line. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for this with Henry. First down and more inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. As we are ready to get back underway. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Here's a run. And this one blown up. Good surge will drop him. A loss on the play, back to the 9-yard line.
A loss of 2.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Moving outside the pocket.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
And he'll take it on